Welcome to Brooklyn College Presents. I'm Sister Camille Darien. Our topic today is a renewed priesthood, one that would allow priests to marry and would welcome the ordination of women. There's little or no encouragement to discuss this issue in Catholic circles. In fact, it's forbidden in some, especially in those closest to Pope John Paul II. I'd like to introduce you to some people who care too much about the Catholic Church to remain silent. Meet Dr. Joseph Doherty, Associate Director of Social Work and Psychotherapist. Joe and his wife Marianne have 2 daughters and a son. He was ordained a priest in 1961. He was first assigned to a middle-class parish and then to the inner city. In 1970, he had to choose between a necessarily celibate priesthood and a desire to marry. If he'd had his way then, or could have it now, the choice might not have been either priestly ministry or family, but both. Meet Dallas de Souza and his wife Ted. They were married in 1967, had 3 children. They adopted their oldest from Guyana. They have a daughter, 22. Another child, born with Down syndrome, died at the age of 4. Dallas was ordained for a diocese in Sri Lanka. He was in Rome when he met Ted, who was attending a conference there as he was. He has no photos, no souvenirs of his former life. All was lost in travel. Ted had spent 15 years as a Franciscan sister. She taught poor children in Harlem and in the South. She left because she felt the order hadn't updated itself sufficiently to carry out a mission. On the invitation of a priest, she then worked with teenaged gangs in the South Bronx. Today, she's director of a school for young children with disabilities. Meet Dr. Thomas McCabe, an instructional administrator for the New York City Board of Education in the field of special education. Tom and his wife Eileen have 4 children. 2 are adopted. Tom, like Joe, was ordained for the Diocese of Brooklyn in 1960. After 9 years in one of Brooklyn's poorest parishes, he left to get married. Under church law, Tom, like thousands of others in his category, is forbidden to function as a priest. Tom recently applied for the principalship of a parochial school in the New York Archdiocese. Everyone approved his appointment, except Cardinal O'Connor. He turned him down because of a policy that discourages giving prominence to priests who marry. Meet Trevor Nichols. Married and ordained an Anglican priest, he converted to Roman Catholicism in 1980. In January of 1990, John Cardinal O'Connor ordained him a Roman Catholic priest. Joe and Dallas were outside the ordination site, St. Joseph's Seminary in Yonkers. 2 questions. What were you doing there? And why weren't you inside?